Vinylmation.
I see multi-talented.
Multi-talented, you are.
I'm surprised. Actually, I think I like to stand.
You can stand? Let's do that. It's all you.
Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. Welcome to the Florida Project, and thank you for your patience in the trading lines as we move forward.
Color commentary.
I kind of wanted to talk to you this morning, but the first thing I wanted to do is go forward and not backwards. Is kind of stop and say thank you. Thank you for supporting the Vinylmation Initiative and for all of your enthusiasm. We greatly appreciate it. So there's my actually thank you slide. We'll get going with it. There's a lot of things though to say thank you for. Thank you for getting up early. A lot of people get in line at 4 a.m. to purchase their favorite series or be the first ones to do it. A lot of people come out and support our artists, so we thank you for doing that.
There it is.
People have embraced the thrill of the chase. Here's the first Star Wars Super Chaser that was sold at our event here at Walt Disney World.
He's right here.
He's right there in the beginning. I think he's filming me too. So he filmed himself. A lot of people, you collect your favorites, so we thank you for collecting your favorites. These kids crack me up. And this one I love because Kermit has become her cherished friend. And then there's some of you out there that make us laugh. But this one I love as well because this one kind of reminds me of the lesson I learned that Vinylmation is more than just trading. It's more than just collecting. It's really about community. It's about the fans, and it's about the relationships you guys are building with each other. So that's one thing that I've learned, and it's the biggest thing that I want to thank you for. If you had a problem, or if you had a chance to talk to our friends in the back from both Hong Kong as well as Paris, I know they'd like to say merci and shay as well. So speaking of our international partners, Vinylmation is now available at all Disney theme parks around the globe. And actually this past May, I had the opportunity to go and visit all of our partners and work with them on their Vinylmation strategies. So you'll start to see a lot of exclusive development at all of these sites. And we're also working on ways to make those exclusive development items available to you in the United States as well.
Around the world. You said that?
Woo!
You gotta stop saying that. What? None. That's why I was
Our friends at the Disney stores, we've been working with them for just over a year. I think we made the announcement last year at Trade City USA that you'd be able to purchase Vinylmation at Disney stores. So we're pleased to announce that you can purchase Vinylmation at Disney stores across North America, Europe, as well as Japan. They'll also be expanding into China as they open stores in Shanghai and Beijing next year, so that's very exciting. One thing you'll start to see with the Disney stores, as well as with the guys from Disney Design Group, that in urban series going forward, you'll see art from both Disney store artists as well as the Disney Design Group artists.
over there?
So those are going to be some fun sharing opportunities there.
Yeah, but you need the better one.
I think one of the most exciting things that happened this year is that we sent a Vinylmation to space. You should have seen this the day that this picture came in the office. We were like, oh, it was fun. This is one of my favorite photos that we have because what it really reminds me of is that the possibilities are endless with Vinylmation. I've kind of said it before, I continue to say it. It's all about art and creativity, and it really gives the artist just unparalleled latitude to do what they want. So with that, I thought I would talk about what our new releases for 2012 are, or at least some of them. Who wants to get inside this Z folder? All right, not yet. It'll be worth the wait. Hopefully everyone was able to get their Z buttons as well. So our first big release this fall will be Alice in Wonderland. We've been previewing the samples all weekend long, and really what I wanted to show you was a couple of the limited edition pieces that go along with this series, because Thomas Scott, who designed them, really captured a lot of the key elements within the movie.
Go for it.
So we have the Walrus and the Carpenter, and then my favorite one is the disappearing and reappearing Cheshire Cat set. Yeah, this one's great. So packaged in two, so not all of our limited editions will be 9-inch. You'll start seeing some 3-inch limited editions within our series. We also have some previews from Park 7 in the case. We have the fife and drum, all the three together. Okay, Park 8. Someone's ready to give me a fist bump for Park 8. It's hard for me to believe that we're already up to Park 8 right now. I think when I joined the team, we just launched Park 2. and to consider how far we've come in just probably 18 to 24 months. We'll be releasing Park 8 this fall. I'm really excited about it. Continuing with the theme that we had for Park 7, if you haven't already kind of figured it out, is that Park 8 is also themed to all the milestones in Walt Disney World's 40 years. So each of the figures represents a different milestone. This first one, I think, is probably one of the only times I went to Thomas and said, you have to do this figure. So this is Minnie Moo, and I remember Minnie Moo from my first trip to Walt Disney World in the 1980s when she was out at Mickey's Birthday Land. And then the next one is the logo from the 25th anniversary, if you were around during that time. This was actually one of the first t-shirts that I worked on in graphic apparel all those many years ago. So that's a little peek at Park 8. Urban 9, again, what I love about the Urban series is that we don't really put any parameters on what the artists do. It allows them to be just free-form thinking and design whatever they want. A couple of my favorites is this cute little sheep. How adorable is that? I think Maria did that one. And then maybe Cuisinart will make us a Vinylmation toaster to sell. We love food though. Cutesters. Cutesters was one of the first series that we did that was different from Park and Urban. I love it because it has just a different point of view, and I love how the series figures ties into what the packaging is all about. So our fourth series for Cutesters is Cutesters at the Beach. And this little cute little girl right there, she's a lifeguard. So she's adorable. And then really my favorite figure in the whole series is the beach ball. So the whole series is themed around the beach. Robots. Who got their robots from the Disney stores? Lucky people. So the second series of robots will be coming next year. It'll be going to both Walt Disney World, Disneyland, as well as the Disney stores. So look for that invasion. Classic collection. So Eric Pizzata is following up the Have a Laugh series with the Walt Disney Classic Collection. Of course, he put Donald on the cover. Not sure just for me. All right, who loves nerds? Yeah. If you follow me on Twitter, I have a few followers, 64. So head vinyl guy, nerd Vinylmation. Donald is actually my profile picture. But who are we gonna follow up? Stitch fans, where are you? All right, however, this guy in the third row is gonna like this one. So we're adding 2 more figures to the Nerd series, both Stitch and Figment. And we're really excited about that, and we love this art style. We've been out of stock for a little bit, but they're an open edition and plenty more are coming. Yeah, okay, so our friends in the Softlines division have been doing a fantastic job with graphic apparel. They're doing some really cool t-shirts. They've come a long way since I did t-shirts in the 1980s, and they've got a lot of great fun graphic edge on it. So we saw a lot of these t-shirts and we took some inspiration from that, and we've developed a series called Detour. And basically what Detour is, it's taking a lot of that Softlines art, it's reinterpreting it to the Vinylmation platform, and the whole series is different graphic interpretations of Mickey. So here's the first one, the Bright Mickey. He's pretty cool. And then King Mickey, ready? This guy is fantastic. And we'll put the samples out a little bit later. You can actually see like all the line art on them. The artist did a fantastic job. So it's a series of 6, and they'll continue to change out. So if King Mickey's the top seller, he'll always be around. If Bright Mickey doesn't sell, Bright Mickey will go away and we'll bring in another fun interpretation of Mickey. But the idea is it's a series all about Mickey Mouse.